name is Ashley Purdy. I am the head coach here at Poway High School for girls water polo, as well as his assistant coach for varsity swim and dive.
My name is Ryan Bernansky. I am the head swim and dive coach, as long as her assistant girls water polo coach and the boys varsity assistant water polo coach.
My name is Tegan. I'm a junior and I play water polo and I'm on the swim team.
I'm Kate Armstrong. I'm a junior and I swim and play water polo.
I'm Kira Asher and I'm a freshman. I play water polo and I swim.
What's it like coaching swim? It's definitely a different experience from coaching water polo, given the fact that we have double the amount of kids. And water polo players are completely different from swimmers. But you will have like the mixture kids, the water polo kids that come over to play or to come swim. So you definitely have to change up your coaching styles to like fit the needs of the swimmers and the water polo players trying to transition into swimming. So it's definitely different, but once you get those skills the first couple days, then it's just pretty easy.
Yeah. Swim's interesting. It's one of the biggest sports. It attracts a ton of students. But I think another perk though is that it's co-ed. So you get girls as well as boys, which I think makes it a little more interesting, better interactions, and I think also makes for a better team camaraderie just because there's so many more kids.
I think swim team is really fun because you get to meet a lot of new people and hang out with them while doing a sport that you like. So
I think it's a good way to relax while also staying in shape, and it's really cool like watching yourself improve and seeing your times get faster and faster.
I love how the pool breaks all the time, so I get to interview the people who have dealt with the pool.
It cries a little bit, cries a lot of it. I hate this. It's horrible.
Okay, so the pool broke, I'm pretty sure, like the last day of CIF for the boys. And
Mid-November.
Yeah, mid-November, yeah. And first it was the filter. So we tried to run it on the remaining filters that we had and it didn't work, so there was no chance of getting back in there. So they had to order a new part for our filter, and we had to go through the bidding process and then finally getting it and reinstall, and it took the full
6 to 8 weeks, so two months right there.
Yeah, girls water polo season, which they didn't have a home pool at all. And then once we got that installed, then we tried to start the heater, and the heater didn't work. So then we had to go and bid for a heater and get the new part in for the heater, and then that took a couple more weeks, so we were out most of the girls season, a couple weeks into the swim and dive season.
Being a head coach for a sport where your team doesn't have a facility to use is probably one of the hardest things. And then being a new coach too, this is my first year, I was stoked about having this awesome opportunity to coach, and I couldn't have been more excited. And then sure enough, first day of tryouts, can't even use the pool, it's closed to the public. And having to tell my girls, okay, it's okay, we'll just do dry land tryouts, that's fine. Another weekend having to find out that this wasn't just a week-long problem, it wasn't temporary, it was going to be prolonged.
As a head coach, as an assistant coach for her for the girls polo season where I was mostly down, I didn't really feel as much as she did towards the pool being broken down. I mean, it was still really hard, but I didn't really understand it until I got my head position as a swim coach, and then I really felt it. Constantly emailing people to get pool time, like begging people for pools, because like swimming, you need to swim. Dry land is good, but you need to see what people can swim. So it was really, really hard, for us when you don't have a pool.
It caused a lot of stress too. Like he afterwards he was like, "Did you feel this way?" Like I'm like, "Yeah." Like it caused so much stress because
some sleepless nights.
It wasn't just you trying to figure out one thing. It was you trying to figure it out for a whole program. I mean, that takes a toll on you, and to have all these kids looking up to you, to their parents, and other Poway High School kids that want to know about the program, want to go to the games. They're all relying on you to basically fix this problem that you can't fix, and it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of work.
I feel very upset about the pool breaking all the time. It's really frustrating and takes a toll on our ability to perform well in our sports.
Well, at first I wasn't surprised when I found out the pool first broke. I'm like, okay, great, not again. Of course it's during our season and not during the boys' season. Like, duh, lucky them. And then when I found out that it was going to be the whole season, I was really frustrated because I hate driving to like other pools at like 7 o'clock, 8 at night. Like, it's a pain. And it wastes gas. Like, I spent so much money on gas during the season. It was like ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, it's frustrating because like our pool always breaks, so it's dumb.
My first polo season was kind of a mess due to the pool, but we seemed to hold it together, and in the end, it brought us all closer together. So
I do think the pool would break very soon because it seems to happen a lot.
I don't think the pool will break anytime, at least anytime like before the end of swim season, because I mean they did just fix it. So normally we have like a few months of okayness. Hopefully if it does break again, it'll be during the boys season so they can like, you know, suffer a little bit. Like, I don't know. Or hopefully it'll never break ever again and we won't have this problem.
yeah, I think the pool is going to break again. It's bound to happen, but I mean, we'll get through it.
I hope the pool does not break down again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.